Somewhere outside a small Texas town, a family ordered a house the same way you'd order a piece of furniture online. Pick a floor plan, choose your finishes, wait for delivery trucks instead of a construction crew showing up for a year straight. That's not a fantasy. That's how Barndominium kits actually work in 2026. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which kits are worth your money and which ones are cutting corners you won't see until it's too late. Before we get into it, tap like, subscribe if you're into real, honest home building content, and comment where you're planning to build. I read every single one. Let's get into it. What a Barndominium kit actually is. A Barndominium blends a barn's practical, open structure with an actual home's comfort, and it's grown from a niche rural curiosity into one of the most searched home styles in the country. The core idea traces back to combining agricultural buildings with residential living quarters, which is exactly why so many barndos still include a workshop, garage, or shop space built right into the floor plan. A kit means the manufacturer engineers, cuts, and ships the core materials to your land, and you or a contractor assemble them on site. It's the difference between designing a house from scratch and getting most of the hard decisions already made for you, boxed up, and delivered. Steel frame versus wood frame. This is the fork in the road every buyer eventually hits. Most Barndominium kits sold today are steel framed, prized for speed, low maintenance, and resistance to fire, rot, and pests. Companies like Worldwide Steel Buildings ship standard steel frame kits that include the main framing, siding, roofing, trim, and stamped building plans, essentially everything needed to close in the shell of a home. Wood-framed kits tell a different story. Builders like DC Structures argue that wood-framed Barndominiums offer better long-term durability and a more naturally insulating structure compared to standard metal buildings, using engineered blueprints and pre-cut lumber shaped on CNC equipment for tighter joints during assembly. Neither option is objectively better. It genuinely comes down to your climate, your budget, and how long you plan to stay. Worldwide Steel Buildings. Let's start the tour with a company that's become a familiar name for DIY-minded builders. Worldwide Steel Buildings designs its kits specifically to be approachable for people without construction experience, pairing every kit with a straightforward assembly manual and staff on call for questions that come up mid-build. Their standard packages cover the framing, siding, roofing, and fasteners, and buyers can scale up with second floors, vaulted ceilings, or wraparound porches depending on budget. What stands out here is the manufacturer relationship. Rather than acting as a middleman reselling someone else's steel, Worldwide Steel operates as the actual manufacturer, which tends to mean fewer surprises when it comes to lead times and quality control. DC Structures. A few states over, the story shifts entirely toward timber. DC Structures builds pre-engineered, wood-framed kits that lean into a more traditional barn aesthetic while still delivering modern floor plans underneath. Their kits arrive with engineered blueprints, pre-cut framing lumber, siding, windows, and doors, aiming for what they describe as an expedited framing process with tighter joints thanks to CNC precision cutting. Their lineup includes options like the Caldwell, offering over 2,700 square feet of flexible living space combining home, garage, and workshop areas, and the more compact McCall, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom layout built with privacy and efficiency in mind. If the cold, industrial look of steel isn't your thing, this is where wood-framed kits earn their reputation. Absolute Steel. Rounding out the steel side of things, Absolute Steel positions itself around flexibility rather than one fixed formula. Buyers can choose with studs or metal framing on the interior regardless of the exterior shell, deciding everything from flooring to fixtures themselves. Their team also recommends prioritizing things that are difficult to change later, like window size or overall footprint, while saving costs on finishes that can be upgraded down the road. That advice alone is worth remembering no matter which company you go with. Kits lock in your structure. Everything else stays flexible for years to come. Barndo Kit Co. Then there's Barndo Kit Co., a newer name built around a specific philosophy, opting people out of what they call the legacy construction path. Customer reviews highlight a team that reviews floor plans in close detail and works directly alongside outside contractors to keep everyone on the same page throughout the build. Their pitch centers on financial security, the idea that a kit home should build real equity from the very first night you sleep in it, rather than years of payments before a home actually feels like an asset. For buyers wary of hidden fees or vague promises, that transparency-focused reputation carries real weight. What a kit actually includes. Here's where a lot of first-time buyers get tripped up. A kit is not a finished home. Most packages cover the structural shell, framing, siding, roofing, and sometimes windows and doors, but foundation work, plumbing, electrical, insulation, and interior finishing are typically separate costs entirely. This is exactly why cost estimates online swing so wildly. A kit itself might run well under $30,000 for a compact one-bedroom layout, while the total finished home, once foundation, utilities, and interior work are added, can climb many times higher. Anyone comparing Barndominium kits purely by sticker price is comparing incomplete numbers. Floor plans worth knowing about. Barndominium floor plans have diversified fast heading into 2026. Some builders now offer designs exceeding 4,000 square feet with multiple bedrooms, dedicated media rooms, and even safe rooms built into the master suite, alongside more modest layouts around 1,200 square feet suited for a single bedroom and open concept living. A common thread across almost every builder's catalog is the open concept kitchen, dining, and living space, usually centered around a large island paired with a workshop or garage wing attached to the residential side. It's less a single style and more a flexible formula, scaled up or down depending entirely on the buyer's needs. Why 2026 is a different market. Barndominiums first broke into mainstream awareness through Texas and the American Midwest, but the appeal has since spread well beyond rural properties, showing up as vacation rentals, work-life spaces, and full-time family homes across very different regions. Modern kits increasingly integrate spray foam, insulation, smart home wiring, and energy-efficient windows as standard rather than optional upgrades, a shift largely driven by buyers wanting a barndo that performs like a conventional home rather than a converted outbuilding. Construction speed remains one of the biggest draws. Because kits arrive pre-fabricated and pre-cut, homeowners can often move in within a few months, compared to a year or longer for a fully custom traditional build. That timeline shift alone has pulled in buyers who simply don't want to wait through an entire year of permits, delays, and weather setbacks. Choosing the right vendor. Not every kit company delivers what it promises, and this is genuinely the part where research pays off. Reputation matters more here than almost any other home building category, since a bad steel shipment or missing framing pieces can stall a build for months. Buyers are consistently advised to check reviews from previous customers, confirm what warranty coverage actually includes, and lean toward companies with an established track record rather than the cheapest quote in an inbox. A strong warranty often signals a manufacturer's own confidence in their materials. A vague or non-existent one should raise questions before a single dollar changes hands. The honest downsides. No format is perfect, and steel-framed kits do carry real trade-offs. Despite being generally affordable to construct, cheaper metal barndominiums can come with long-term downsides worth weighing against wood-framed alternatives, particularly around insulation performance and interior finishing flexibility. Wood-framed kits solve some of that, but typically cost more upfront and take slightly longer to assemble due to the additional cutting and fitting involved. There's no universal right answer here. The honest advice from builders across the board is the same. Match the kit type to your specific climate, budget, and how long you intend to actually live there. Bringing it all together, what makes Barndominium kits genuinely exciting heading into 2026 isn't just the lower price tag compared to traditional construction. It's the control they hand back to the homeowner, choosing steel or wood, DIY assembly or hired help, a 1,200 square foot retreat or 4,000 square foot family home, all from a starting package that arrives largely ready to go. The families driving up to empty land with a delivery truck instead of a moving truck aren't cutting corners. They're building differently on their own terms, and that shift is exactly why this category keeps growing. If this tour through modern Barndominium kits helped you picture your own build a little more clearly, subscribe for more honest home building breakdowns, and drop a comment letting me know whether you're leaning steel or wood for your dream barndo.